Meghan Markle's With Love. Meghan will return to Netflix on the 26th of August, 2025, with a second season that's been framed as a holiday special, but the real story lies beyond the staged kitchens and polished smiles. The show, a flashy attempt to bolster her American Riviera Orchard lifestyle brand, has been overshadowed by Prince Harry's absence from the spotlight and talk of a crumbling partnership. While Meghan has pushed for high-profile guest stars like Tan France and Jay Shetty, industry buzz points to a strategic shift. Netflix is betting not on her current projects but on the potential goldmine of a future divorce saga. This article explores the show's struggles, Harry's estrangement, and the calculated media strategy behind it all. Critics slammed it as inauthentic, with Time and The Hollywood Reporter calling it shallow and over-curated. Social media amplified the backlash, with viral moments like Meghan correcting Mindy Kaling's use of Markle instead of Sussex, which was called insufferable by GB News' Alex Armstrong, drawing 1.3 million views on X. Quick Q's podcast mocking her for repackaging pretzels garnered 1.6 million views. Season 2, a Christmas special featuring regular guests like Chrissy Teigen and a rental house in Montecito, felt like a last-ditch effort to salvage her brand. Prince Harry was clearly left out of the deal. Once a key part of the Sussex's $100 million Netflix deal signed in 2020, he is now absent from With Love, Meghan's promotional and creative contribution. Insiders say Netflix has shown little interest in his pitches, with his documentary series Polo, released in December 2024, ranking a dismal number 3,436, with just 500,000 streams. Critics have called it boring and irrelevant, with The Guardian calling Polo the stupidest sport known to mankind. Unlike Harry and Meghan, 2022, which was a ratings hit, or Heart of Invictus, 2023, which has an 86% rating on Rotten Tomatoes, Polo flopped, cementing Harry's diminished value. The new multi-year deal, reportedly reduced to $5 million over 3 years, focuses on Meghan, with Netflix treating Harry as a burden to simplify its own story. The downgraded deal, a fraction of the original $100 million, signals Netflix's waning confidence in the Sussex's overall brand. Posts on X, like the one from @AngelaLevin, one declaring it totally downhill for the couple, echo the industry sentiment. The Christmas special, rather than a full season, is a face-saving move, keeping Meghan in the game while Netflix eyes a bigger prize, a potential all-knowing divorce. Insiders say Netflix is preparing an exclusive Meghan My Story, predicting a high-profile split that could rival Oprah's interview in 2021. With allies like Oprah, Tyler Perry, and the Obamas distancing themselves, and even Ellen DeGeneres unfollowing Meghan on social media, the narrative is changing. A Netflix insider told the Daily Mail that A-list stars are staying away from the Sussexes, with one person saying, "It's not a good image to be around them." The stage is set for Meghan to control the post-split narrative, with Netflix leaning on her personal story to drive views and create cultural impact. Doubts about Meghan's struggling brand and industry. Meghan's efforts to rebuild her image as a lifestyle mogul have failed. Her American Riviera Orchard, launched with hype but stumbled when it failed to deliver on jam orders, was compared to her podcast Archetypes and was killed by Spotify in 2023 after one season, with CEO Bill Simmons calling the pair fraudsters. To Love, Meghan's guest list, Jay Shetty, Tan France, and familiar faces like Abigail Spencer, felt like a desperate scramble, lacking the A-list charisma of her previous projects. Critics said the show's carefully curated family nature, with its clean aprons and staged laughter, lacked authenticity, reminiscent of the backlash to Confessions of a Female Founder. Industry gossip suggested that producers were turning to creators like Reese Witherspoon, whose Hello Sunshine offered depth without drama. Meghan's absence from Oprah's Gayle King event that could dominate headlines. As Meghan clings to her curated image, the silence from former allies and the industry's pivot to safer bets paint a stark picture. Without authentic, compelling content, her empire risks collapsing under its own hype, leaving Netflix to cash in on the fallout of a royal split.